Okay, I gotta start this video out with a couple of announcements. First off, my wife is still in the hospital, and as of right now, I'm waiting. She was supposed to go into surgery today, probably about this time. They did not give her an exact time with when she would go into surgery, so they just said it was supposed to be roughly around this time. I tried texting her, see if she knew yet, and she's not responding, so I'm guessing she's probably in surgery. That's one of the things in the hospitals is that whenever you're in the hospital for a while, they'll just tell you you're going to have surgery and they'll give you a general time. And it's usually like, okay, the surgeon's ready. So she could be in surgery right now. So if I have to stop this, I told her to let her doctors, let everybody know that once she's out and in recovery to let me know so I can go down and see her as soon as she's done. Um, me and our kid. And so if I stop this a little bit short, that's why. And number two, Um, my last time I recorded, I did play a little bit yesterday, but I didn't record anything because I was just doing some behind the scenes stuff and I didn't play that long. Number two, last time I did record, I accidentally streamed it through Twitch. Yeah, like always, I'm tired. This has been a long week with my, wife going into ER on Monday afternoon and then between work, taking care of our kid and kids, kind of a little bit freaking out about all this. So they're having a little bit of difficult time. So work, taking care of kid, going to the hospital, visit my wife, taking care of things at home are not that hard, but trying to balance people. People take a lot of energy out of me, even when it's my family. I love them dearly. That's why I allow it. But at least, okay, well, don't those two announcements. So, but then again, if I shut down early, if I'm like, I got to stop right here, that's because I'm going to run to the hospital. And we'll see if I maybe get 45 minutes, an hour in. Okay, with that out of the way, check out the cartel market. And this looks kind of cool, actually. Well, I want to see all of it, not just the chest piece. Everything except for the helmet. I'd like to kind of look at everything. That looks like a pretty cool for a trooper, not for this character though. You know what? I think I actually might get. Should I? I mean, it's 500. No, maybe not. I'm trying to think here. Am I going to ever do a trooper? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, all right. Looking at the cartel market leads me to my next thing. What I'm going to do is I went ahead and yesterday upgraded a few things, spent out a few of my conquest combinations to try to, because I was at 4,000. So I gotta also went ahead and updated some stuff. So I also got a new outfit that I'm going to go ahead and try out today. So this one, I'm not going to have a name for this one. So what I'm going to do is put this one together and let's see if it works because, oh, I got the boots on there. I was trying to get something more looking more of a, can I, does not support die modules. Oh man, I want to use this die module on it. It would look pretty cool, but I guess I can't. See 106, how in the world is that 106? Okay, maybe I can't do that one yet. I need to get some more credits out before I can do that one. That's really weird. But okay, I'm going to end up doing a new outfit. Expensive outfit, jeez. What if I do without the gun? 35. 53. Because I want to get something more looking more imperialistic. No, you know what? I'm going to get some more credits out of before I go ahead and try that. So I'm going to go ahead and change my outfit. You know what? I think I can actually do that real quick. Let's do this. I can't dye it, but you know what? That's okay. Like I said, I want to look more of an Imperial agent while I'm on Drum and Cast at least. Because right now I got my, what I call my pirate outfit. And eventually, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll use it as my quote-unquote undercover outfit. Get some more credits out of my bank. Okay. I think they have them in here. Oh. Guild, cargo. I want my cargo or guild. I want my legacy. Do I have to go all the way back to... I don't have to go all the way back to my stronghold. Just go ahead and access my legacy, do I? I might have to go back to my stronghold. Okay, well, let's... If I'd known that, I mean, I was figuring I'd have enough credits to do this, but I guess not. Wait, where am I going after this? Oh, down there. Oh, let's go back to Cantina then. I'm kind of going all over the place, aren't I? Don't worry. I will go ahead and do timestamps like I've been doing. Chapters. So, I'm going to skip all this and then go, why in the world is he in a weird outfit? Why is he leaving early again? I didn't listen to the first part of it because I didn't think I needed to. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that, yeah, I'm going to have to go in here. So let's do this real quick. Go to Stronghold. It's free to go to the Stronghold. I think it's free to come back to. It's only like 106 credits to go to the, whatchamacallit, the fleet. So let's pull out some credits real quick here. What did I say, 106? Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay all that back eventually, but you know what, that's okay. So let's try this again, inventory. No, that's not what I want, a character sheet, didn't I? Character sheet, outfitter. And then I want to name it, actually, donate. Let's commit that. And yes, that will bind it to me, that's fine. Now I'll name it. I will call it the agent. White uniform. Maybe not. It does not let me go that far. Yeah, see? Yeah, I can't do uniform all the way. Unifor. There we go. Agent Uni WH. Unify the colors. That'll still work. Yeah, I kind of wanted to look black. Sort of look like black and gray. Black and red. See, that would have been cool, but oh well. It still works. And what I'll end up doing is I will throw the red and I'll throw the dye back in here while I can. I can use it for something else another time. And then I will throw my actual clothes over here. And this is just so because the nice thing is whenever you go ahead and do an outfit like this, you don't have to actually have it on you for it to work. Sorry, still got a little bit of the cough. Well, since I haven't been sleeping a whole lot, I got a bit of the cough. All right, return to Drama and Cast. There we go. Okay, so we need to find Samara, this person. I've entered a rest zone. That's all it shows me. Yeah, being inside the hospital, I don't know if I ever mentioned it inside one of my previous videos, is when I was a kid, my younger brother, he was in a hospital quite a lot when we were really young. Well, when I was about my kid's age, he was in the hospital a lot. So it's just me and my older brother kind of alone or with each other. Not alone. Yeah, and I didn't have a great mom, but she didn't leave us actually alone. All right, cut
What good are
scene.
Mandalorians if they can't escort a few trade shipments? It's not like we need them for the war.
Stop obsessing about the mercenaries, Oban. You wish you could carry a Vira blade.
You get vicious after a while, don't you?
Sure. I'm gonna go talk to someone else now.
She's a brat, but she's got spirit. Want to break it?
Oh, yeah.
And look at you. Enjoying yourself? It's not the worst party I've ever been to, but it needs improvement, you know?
I know what you mean, but things are looking up now.
I get that a lot. Not usually from guys like you, though. Military guys, I mean. You are military, right? Not a lot of aliens walk in here without a chaperone. I figure you've got to be very special.
I'm not military. I'm from Imperial intelligence.
I see. You're going to make me mysteriously disappear.
Maybe.
Samara, be careful. You need to take this seriously.
Shut up, Oban. I said I'm done with you. So, tell me, how can I serve the Empire?
There are anti-government radicals operating on Drummond Cass. Tell me about them.
I don't know what you're talking about. My dad's the one who always complained about the government. Anyway, if you want to talk to Theovor, not sure what I can do. He isn't seeing a lot of visitors.
Do I want to hurt her or do I want to make a deal with her? Let's hurt her.
I tried to ask nicely, but I'm running out of patience.
What did you... What?
I was wondering when you were going to get around to that.
You were hoping.
Enough, please!
Look around you, Samara. No one here will stop me from hurting you. I can keep going until you break.
No, please. Look, Dad's workshop is in Lord Gratham's estate. I've got codes to get in. You can get a key card from the guards. That's everything I know. Just stop.
Was that so difficult?
Come on, Samara. Let's get you out of here.
Get away from me. I can go myself.
Should I have killed her? I think I could have. Look, she's nowhere around here, but anyway, moving on. Yeah, I was wondering to get around to just smacking her. I mean, not usually that bloodthirsty, but I'm playing a character who is. I like Leo. I was wondering to get around to doing that. Yeah, you were hoping for it. But anyway, so getting back to you, yeah. So my younger brother to be in a hospital, and so there was times we kind of grew up knowing hospitals at that point. So it's unfortunate my wife's in one, but at the same time, it's like I'm not one of those people like I hate hospitals and stuff like that because I'm so used to them at this point. I'm used to going there and being there for hours at end and, you know, go down to the cafeteria, hang out, go in the, you know, rest.
Destination?
Why am none of my nest destinations showing up? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the wall because that's where Gratham is. I believe that's, yeah. Okay.
Enjoy your stay.
But, I think that's where I'm going. Yeah, go to Gratham's estate. It's over by the wall. But anyway, so yeah, and I'm not, still have no idea what that thing's sitting there for. And I'm okay going to the hospital, okay, and when my kid was born, we were there for, not the same hospital, but, you know, the hospital where my kid was born at, what, 3-4 days? Maybe longer. But, yeah, so I'm not adverse to going to hospitals. And there's a lot of people like, oh, aren't you kind of, you know, you go in there and there's sick people and, you know, you got to deal with it. Like, no, it's just fine, you know. I'm not afraid of them. You know, it's unfortunate that she has to be in there, but right now it's, of course, you know, I've said many times before, it's the best place she can be, especially given that she's going to have surgery now. That means that what she needs done needs to be done there. And her condition got a little bit, you know, not entirely worse, but got a little bit worse after I dropped her, you know, after dropped her off on Monday. So I know she's definitely needs to be, should have been in there. I told her that, you know, talked about that too. It's like, yeah, you didn't want to go in and, you know, I really didn't want to have to take you there and have you stay there. But at the same time, it's like, this is a good thing we did when we did it. I'm going to take these guys out, aren't I? Yeah, Lord Gratham, this is all of the storylines lead over here. Why are you way over there? Okay, got my key card. Yeah, I'm gonna take out this droid, won't I? Fine.
All going down.
But I remember one time my brother went to the hospital, and my younger brother, my older brother and I don't know if I mentioned this, my older brother's always been like very outgoing, very friendly. And he made friends with this woman who worked at a convenience store. And so whenever we went to, my younger brother went to the hospital, my older brother and I went to go stay with my grandpa, my mom's dad. And she was used to, my brother's friend, she's an older one, you know, she's an adult, and her and her boyfriend, they wanted kids, but were not able to have them. And we were the age that, you know, kind of the age of what she liked about it, the age of kids that she liked. We weren't teenagers yet, but we weren't, you know, toddlers either. About 8, 9 years old. But so she invited, you know, found out where he was and asked my mom. My mom and I don't remember exactly how it came about, but basically her and my mom kind of talked about it, worked it out. So she came out and picked us up from my grandpa's house, and first she was going to take my older brother. And he's like, no, I don't want to go without my brother, meaning me, which is, you know, he was like that. He's really nice. You know, if you have siblings, you kind of know there's always going to be sibling rivalry and you always have fights, but you also have, your siblings are the people who should also, they're the ones who give you the most grief in life, but they're also the ones who will look out for you. But anyway, so he goes, yeah, you know, don't want to take my brother too, so that mean to me, and we stayed at her place for a few days, and that's like the first time I was introduced to cable television. You know, 'cause I grew up very poor. Cable television was not something you seen back in the 80s unless you had money. I can interface now. I got the card key. Yeah, see? Uh-oh, here comes a cutscene.
You thought you could take me by surprise, but you can't.
What do you want to bet this ends badly?
For him, maybe.
Those were my daughter's access codes you used. Whatever you've done to her, I'll have my revenge.
You must be Theovor Mindak. I've heard a lot about you.
And you must be one of the little sadists from Imperial intelligence. You people took away my wife, stole her from my house one night, and never told me what happened. My only daughter grew up to be worthless, and now you've taken her from me too. I despise your kind.
And you're a crazy old terrorist.
I'm a father and a patriot, and you're dead.
I told you it's not going to end badly for him. I didn't kill his daughter. I actually let her go. So I don't know what he's bitching about. Oh, more droids. Here, have some of that. Yeah, you guys' master's dead. You can stop shooting now. Did anybody give me loot? Nobody gave me loot. Well, you all stink. Made me get riches off this computer. Nope, instead I get a holocall. Fine.
This is Watcher 2. I'm downloading the contents of Theovor's computers. Looks like blueprints, work he's done for Lord Grathan, and... encrypted files. I should be able to decipher them if I cross-reference with the slave's datapad. Don't like what I'm seeing. There's a timetable, activity convergences, indications of something big. Get back to base as soon as you can.
Can't I ever catch a break?
Not in this business. Haven't you learned that by now? I'll see you soon, Agent. Watcher 2 out.
Alright, you gotta return back to Keeper. Do a quick travel for that. Yeah, nobody gave me any loot. What the heck? I'm gonna go straight to intelligence. Let's go straight to intelligence. Yeah, it's gonna cost me a bit. But yeah, you know, we that guy's going back to my older brother, his friend, her and her boyfriend had, stayed at their house, and it was like the first time I also ever played Transformers. And they had for their nieces and nephews, or the nephews actually, not nieces, nephews, they had a couple toys and stuff. I'm like, oh,
Please use all products only as intended.
You can play with these things, and it was Constructicons. And like I said, back in the 80s, Transformers were huge. But I was so happy. I didn't get to play with them very much. So like, oh, we don't want to, these aren't ours. We don't want you to break them, Back then, I was like, I'm not going to break them. But now I'm older, I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I wouldn't have broke them on purpose, but I am a kid, and now I understand being a parent, too, being an adult. Even if you don't intend to, sometimes kids break things, especially when they don't intend to. It's an accident, it's kids. That's the way we are. That's the way they are. But it was, it was nice. Later on, they did some cool stuff for us. Hosted I never really thought about until I became an adult that they hosted a Christmas party for us where, all their friends bought us Christmas gifts because we were poor. I'll talk about that maybe later another day. Let's talk to Keeper for now.
Watcher 3, I need that link up to the Dominator. If Lord Jadis wishes to observe, we must accommodate him.
Establishing hololink, sir. Data flow is synchronized.
Glad you found the time to pay us a visit, Agent. Take your place. The briefing starts now.
Yeah, it'd be helpful if someone told me about these things.
Sorry, Agent. It's been hectic.
Lord Jadis, are you receiving our transmission?
I am. Proceed, Keeper.
Very well. You all know we've been attempting to determine the dissidents' plan of attack. Thanks to recent operations, we have the information we need. Unfortunately, The news is worse than we expected. A major strike is imminent. The dissidents are targeting the ancient power conduits that run beneath the capital.
Their intention is to overload the power grid, causing a cascade failure that would detonate the power relay stations. The resulting explosions would kill hundreds of people, and the blackout would leave us vulnerable to further attacks.
Sir, aren't all access points to the power grid under military control?
All but one. The terrorists intend to access the power conduits through the Dark Temple. I'll sum up for those of you unfamiliar with the history. The Dark Temple predates Drummoncass's colonization. It was sealed by the Sith during the city's construction. When the Dark Council opened it some months back, they found it inhabited by force-driven phenomena. Workers on site began disappearing inside, controlled by unknown entities.
But whereas we saw the Dark Temple as a threat to be contained, the dissidents saw it as an opportunity. The temple rests directly above a key power junction. If the dissidents can push past the, phenomena, they can access the grid.
These dissidents have been planning. They have supplies, maps, and weapons, and they're not counting on making it out alive. This is a suicide run.
At least we'll be rid of them one way or another.
We have security footage of dissidents heading toward the Dark Temple. A full squad of operatives will pursue the...
No.
My lord?
There will be no squad. The Dark Temple is sacred ground and will not be unduly disturbed. My agent will go alone.
Do I thank him for sending me to the temple? Do I ask him is that wise? Or do I just say, I'll take care of it? And my character, is that wise?
Are you sure about this?
My lord, I strongly urge you to reconsider. If the dissidents succeed, we...
The spirits of the temple must not be disturbed. Not by terrorists, and not by Imperial intelligence. One agent will suffice. My role here is finished. Do as I will, Keeper.
Very well.
Suffice or sacrifice?
Then the decision is made. You will go to the Dark Temple, stop the radicals from reaching the conduits and detonating their charges.
There's no mission like a suicide mission.
If you don't make it back, appropriate arrangements will be made.
We'll monitor you as long as we can, but the temple blocks most transmissions. So just, good luck, Agent.
I'm going to need more than luck.
It's all I can offer, I'm afraid.
Go on, Agent. The Dark Temple is waiting.
Yeah. It is a suicide for Imperial agent. What does this look like? Nah. So why does this have a DAI module but the other one doesn't? Oh, whatever. Keep moving. Well, I'm certainly getting through this quickly because the Dark Temple is usually the last part of all of the different storylines. So, we're doing Drummoncass pretty soon here. Either this video or the next, probably. But yeah, like I said, we grew up poor. There was times, I'll tell more stories about it. You know, I've already mentioned how, I was homeless a few different times during my childhood. And there's more than just that.
Destination?
Yeah, let's go here.
Enjoy your stay.
But yeah, they were cool people. I don't ever know why if we kept in touch with them until we actually moved from Missouri, because that's where we were living at the time. And yeah, I don't remember if we ever kept in touch with them or not. Because I know a lot of stuff, a lot of people we knew, and a lot of things that all got just lost. We stopped. We didn't stay in touch with people. But then again, my mother had a way of kind of burning bridges with people. So that could have happened too. But yeah, it was kind of weird, being a kid. Looking back on it now, it's a weird kind of contradiction, because on one hand I'm like, that was really nice to them, and I felt good, somebody would do that for us. But on the other hand, I felt cringeworthy because maybe it's because I'm just too proud to accept handouts now that I'm older and had to get them all, you know, when you're dirt poor as a kid and you don't have much of anything else and you really can't work or do anything for yourself, you accept the handouts. You don't know any better. You get older, you get prideful and like, I really don't want to be in that position anymore. Okay, do I see? Except for selling that one thing, I really don't have enough, much else to talk to this droid about. Okay, let's head on to the Dark Temple. But anyway, yeah, getting back to, you know, I'm not hospitals are not an issue for me. I've kind of gotten to know that with my wife being in this, the one she's been in multiple times this year. Gotten kind of used to it at this point, gotten accustomed to where things are and how things are, and take a speeder. See if I get shot at. But it may be that I might, you know, do this entire one without her. I'm hoping, and every time she's in there, it's the same hope that this will be the last time. Well, actually, I know this will not be the last time because the surgery she's going to have, again, I don't want to go into what is going on with her medically, but the surgery she's scheduled to have today is a temporary fix for what's going to, and then she's going to probably end up having a surgery to help or further fix. I've never seen, I don't remember that cave ever being for anything for. I wonder what that's for. I wonder what that's for. Explore it another day. So yeah, she's gonna have to go back, but hopefully this will be a no more emergency room type of fix. This will be a, okay, we know for certain this is working and you're doing better, and you know, we're gonna have to schedule you to come back in for another surgery, but we can schedule it and you're feeling healthier type of surgery. Because yeah, we're all, I mean, especially her, tired of this. Oh, do I get the Sith relic bonus? Let's see. Actually, let's first see where I'm going. Last door on the left. So now if you're a, yep, you must be tuned to the Force to do that. Doggone it. I kind of figured that, but I thought I'd try. I think I've tried it with the agent and the bounty hunter before. And then when you come here as a Jedi Knight, yeah, if you see my other videos, you can't use it at all. Understandably.
Someone talking to me.
Yeah, don't listen to the voices, Gail. There are a lot of voices probably in here that you don't want to be talked to. All these people are possessed for a reason. But okay, but going into what they, looks like I've got some fight brewing here.
We're getting good.
Yeah, so what they did was one Christmas, they just called, like, they invited all their friends over and they told them, you know, kind of like, oh, you know, about these people, this family, and they're, you know, kind of, they're poor. Well, I don't know what that's the words they use, but basically told them about us, a little bit about us. And so all their friends came over, we came over there, and I don't remember how it started, but we came over there, and there's like all these gifts under this tree. And they just give us a bunch of gifts. And I mean, they weren't the greatest. They weren't like top of the line stuff, you know. They're like some very inexpensive toys and some clothes that, you know, maybe they got from like a bargain basement or something, you know, the 80s. But it was, you know, it was nice because it was somebody actually doing something for us. In fact, I kind of remember one of the things that they got us was a, is it Neil Armstrong? I think it was Neil Armstrong's sweatshirt. And it said like rocket on it. And he got us a couple little toys, and I don't even know what the toys are from, and I don't remember if they ever seen the cartoon they're tied to, because in the 80s, you had cartoons just about every toy. And come on, it's the 80s. The 80s is whenever cartoons were made to sell toys. That's the 80s it was. But there's always going to be toys out there where you're like, I've never seen this cartoon before, but, you know, it's kind of a cool toy. More tech fragments. Alright, some more guys. Huh? Since I got more time here, might as well talk a little bit more, of course. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to... Yeah, that's one of the things about having a ranged... You accidentally shoot people sometimes. You don't mean to shoot, but oh well. They were all gonna die anyway. Oh, I could have went down that ramp. I didn't know that ramp was there. Kind of reminds me, is this the room where I have to go save... I think it was I saved Kira with my Jedi Knight character? Yeah, it is. Thinking about, yeah. Last door on the left. Uh-oh, he's a wounded terrorist.
You with the military? I heard the shots, but I wasn't sure.
Why, you want to get shot?
I can't believe you actually followed us in here. None of us are going to make it back out, you know that, right?
Don't question me, you piece of filth.
You think you've done some great thing by tracking me down? You can shoot me now. You can save the power grid, preserve the Imperial lifestyle for a little longer. But there are other cells. They'll keep fighting.
What other cells are you talking about?
Other cells, other planets. This attack was just the tip of the iceberg. There's worse coming, but that's all you're going to learn. You can't stop me. You have to kill me. Shoot me now, Imperial, before the ghosts get into your head.
You don't care if the ghosts get into my head. You're worried they'll get into yours.
Yes, damn you! That's not how I want to go. I saw what happened to my friends. I took comfort in the fact that I'd die when we took out the power grid. Have mercy. Kill me now before the ghosts come.
I plan to stay and watch the spirits get you. It's no worse than you deserve.
No, please don't. I can feel it coming now.
I say we should just go ahead and take him and let the Dark Council or a Sith. Oh, now I have to fight him. What?
You and me, we're getting good.
Oh, it's gonna get better. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I could take him, and that way I could have somebody go ahead and quit. Darth Jadis probably want to question him. Alright, well. Oh, return to Keeper now? Okay. Well, you know what? Quick travel works. It's not cheap, but it works. Let's see, what do I got here? Inventory. I got some... I'll set this over. I might end up wanting that later on. Don't want that belt. Does that belt look any... Meh. Maybe? No. I'll sell it. Get some credits back for
Please
it.
use all products only as intended.
Again, I don't know what the unintended things are.
Be well.
I'm curious about them now. I'm really curious about them now. Ooh, I can do PvP. No, no thank you. I'm not one of those people who are into PvP. I know there's some people like, I hate going through all the stories, because, and I think I mentioned before, I hate going through the stories because I wanted to get the PvP part. I'm like, I hate the PvP part, I just want to do the story, so hey, do whatever, you know, do whatever you want to do. Enjoy whatever gameplay you want to enjoy as long as you don't interfere with mine, I don't interfere with yours.
Norebi Amgin. Yam Hamgan Kam Kalam.
We've got wreckage coming down over the city. From that height and at that velocity, the collateral damage alone could cost millions.
If the reactor core was breached, the radiation damage will...
I don't care about the radiation damage, damn it. Get me security footage, communications logs, something we can use.
Shouldn't someone be celebrating our successful return?
All military channels are reporting in. The Dominator has been completely destroyed.
You guys screwed up.
What's the situation?
It's good to see you. There was a secondary target. Apparently...
Watcher 2, I still need confirmation. And you, Agent, get ready to move. We need everyone operational.
Sorry, sir. But there were over 3,000 people on that ship. Half of them civilians.
I'm aware of that. Do your job, Watcher 2. Run the numbers.
Lockdown procedures are in place. All traffic has been grounded.
Initial analysis is done. Cross-checking with the droids.
Getting conflicting reports from the Car City spaceport. Trying to sort it out.
Nothing could have survived that explosion. All sources confirm casualties are 100%.
Then Darth Jadis is dead.
Who did this? What happened?
There was an explosion aboard the Dominator. We're not sure about the origin, but it has to be connected to the dissidents. Darth Jadis was leaving on a special tour of the Empire. He brought military personnel, civilians, and Sith to his flagship as part of some grand vision. Now they're all dead.
How are we responding?
Standard planetary security procedures. No one goes anywhere until we say so.
Sir, we've got a starship trying to take off. Several dissidents from the watch list are aboard. Military squads are moving to intervene.
They'll blow the ship to pieces. I want the terrorists alive and I want their computer intact. You, Fixer, do we have any Sec-M units available?
What? I don't...
The Sec-Ms, the mouse droids. Find one and bring it back now. Whatever ordeal you went through in the Dark Temple, your recovery will have to wait. I need you in the field.
What's the assignment?
One moment. Fixer!
I have the droid here.
Good. Agent, I need you to get to the city cargo port. There's a terrorist ship attempting to take off. Take the mouse droid and deliver it into one of the ship's maintenance conduits. With the droid aboard, we can disable the hyperdrive and download its computer contents.
Let me stow away. I'll handle the terrorists personally.
No. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's too risky. We do this my way. Get going. We need you to plant that mouse droid. Any conduit on the ship's outer hull should do. And when you're back, we have things to discuss.
Like how you completely blew this. Because the way I see it, you're the head of intelligence and you just allowed a member of the Dark Council ship to get blown up. Yeah, I see somebody getting choked out after this. Force choked, maybe. Yeah, about 44 minutes in. Haven't got anything back from my wife, so I'm expecting that she's probably either in search or recovery right now. Or she's just not texting me back. She does that too. She's like, she gets in...
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
She gets engrossed into whatever she's watching on her phone.
Ready for departure.
It'd be easy.
Enjoy your stay.
It'd be nice if you guys show me exactly where I need to go instead of just telling me the midpoints here and there. Going back to the talk about hospitals and stuff like that, yeah, during our kid's birth, my wife had some. We had issues. We had issues having the kid. We had issues. Everything. We had issues, but yeah, I went in for high blood pressure. I think like on a Wednesday. And our kid wasn't born till like Sunday. But anyways, yeah. So she went to high blood pressure. I not understanding that they just put her in there as a precaution because I guess when you're pregnant, you got high blood pressure. Like, just in case we want you in the hospital because we don't want you to have issues at home. Hurried up, ran from work. My wife's got, we had 2 cars at the time, an automatic, which was mine that I brought into marriage, and then hers, which was a manual transmission. And I'm not good at the manual transmission, and being pregnant, I'm like, okay, well, I'll tell my wife, it's like, you take the automatic, that way you don't have to try to use both feet, because, you know, difficult pregnancy as it is, but they don't want you try and drive a manual transmission. So, yeah, wife had, where am I supposed to be going here? Seriously? Okay, I went the wrong way.
Ready for departure.
Maybe if I would have been paying attention instead of just running my mouth. So yeah, my wife goes, sorry about that. My wife goes in the hospital. I hear she's in the hospital, pregnant, going to have the baby. So I'm like, I gotta hurry up and get there before she has the baby. Yeah. Of course, our first and only child. And not understanding that it was going to take a while. Got my stuff quickly packed up at work. Grabbed my laptop. We were on the baby watch anyway, so I kind of knew what I had to do anyway. So hurry up, took off from work, caught the bus from downtown Seattle out to where we lived. Caught the bus from the bus station there to the closest bus stop to the hospital, which was about half a mile, maybe a mile away. Ran. It was starting to rain. Some kind of like jogging, running in the rain, trying to get to the bus, to the hospital as soon as possible. Out of breath, wet, soaking wet, get there. And my wife's like, did you run here? I'm like, a little bit. And she's like, it's going to be a while. It probably won't even be today. Like, oh. So, yeah, kind of funny. So, yeah, got her. She's like, no, I'm not in labor. They just, put me in because of my high blood pressure. So get her all settled in. We got dogs. Already got the dogs booked for a, what am I thinking here? For doggy daycare. Because we have those around here where it's an overnight thing. And we'd use the same one we went to when our honeymoon. And, I told him, I said, listen, whenever I booked that, I said, she's pregnant and have a baby, don't know how long we'll be in the hospital. Like,
want some of this?
It's fine, just let us know. We have this happen a lot, but, let us know and we will make, I booked it for 3 days or something like that. So I booked it for a few days. Like, okay, the day we go in the hospital, the day we come, overnight, and then we might be there for an extra day. I don't know. I think it was like 5 days total that we're in the hospital. Because I ended up calling them a couple times, like, okay, just want to make sure it's okay. Leave them there, like, yeah, we still got plenty of room. Don't worry. So, ow. But yeah, each night or each day I'd go there and hang out most of the day, go home a little bit, feed the cat, because we still had a cat, but didn't put that in kitty daycare or anything. And go home, feed the cat, pet the cat a little bit, maybe get something to eat myself, go back to the hospital. How are they not seeing me? I'm like standing there, right? Whatever. And sometimes I have to do the stupid mouse droid thing. Control the mouse droid unless I see you. Yeah, return to keeper. But they had this little, but I didn't sleep there until the night our kid was born. But yeah, they had this pull-out chair thing, and from what I've seen on, the dad Reddit, apparently it's still a thing. Apparently a lot of hospitals still have the same type of pull-out chair couch thing for dads. Chair, couch, bed, whatever you call it. And it is not comfortable in the least. Or maybe I did stay a night there once before then. No, my first night was there after our kid was born, yeah. Or, I'm trying to remember. No, I did. I stayed the night there. I'd go home.
Ready for departure.
I'd go home, do a few things, come back. And I spent most of my time at the hospital, have my laptop, whatever, so I could do work, but not a whole lot of work to do. I'm not doing now because I only visit her like a couple hours because now we got a kid and it's kind of, don't want to, I got a lot more responsibilities at home.
Do you require medical attention?
But yeah, that was extremely uncomfortable couch. But at the same time, I knew that hospital in and out. I knew the best places to go, to use the bathroom whenever. I knew when the cafeteria opened. I even found out they had like a greeting. I want to say it's not really reception. They had like volunteer people to greet people that come in the hospital and help. This was years ago. It's way before the pandemic, and they told me like, okay, you can get free coffee here. You can get free breakfast here. They're kind of like hooking me up like here. Told them, I'm here for my wife, 7 baby. And like, okay, here's the rundown what you need. Great people, really friendly. All right, let's talk about your screw up, Keeper.
Welcome back, Agent. Excellent work out there. Absolutely excellent.
The mouse droid has just sent the contents of the ship's computer, sir. I'll send the military to pick up the dissidents.
At least one thing's gone smoothly today. The worst seems to have passed, but don't expect to rest anytime soon.
Do we know any more about the attack?
We're fairly certain the explosion came from inside the Dominator. In all likelihood, one of the civilians on board was the bomber.
Keeper, I'm receiving a transmission. Someone's broadcasting a holo-recording to the entire Imperial communications network.
Can we see it?
Patching it through now. I'm going to try to pinpoint the source.
Citizens of the Empire, this is the Eagle. I'm here to tell you that our government is corrupt.
Duh.
When the Emperor signed his treaty with the Galactic Republic, we were promised a new epoch. Glory unrivaled since the first Sith dynasty. Instead, our Empire has suffered. Apathetic moffs and wicked lords of the Dark Council vie for power, while our soldiers die over worthless planets in nameless star systems.
Typical consolidationist rhetoric. Watcher 2, keep trying to find a source for the broadcast. Everyone else start pulling up our files on the Eagle.
You've heard of him before?
We've been hearing rumors about the Eagle for years, but we never thought he could pull off anything this big. Another mistake.
Anyone who speaks out in favor of reform is kidnapped and tortured by Imperial intelligence. This must not continue.
The Ministry of Logistics reports that they can't jam the signal. Everyone in the Empire is seeing this.
A short while ago, a group of defiant revolutionaries destroyed an Imperial dreadnought. 3,000 people were aboard, including Darth Jadis, a Lord of the Dark Council. We chose to strike at Darth Jadis publicly so that every Imperial citizen would know the truth. The Dark Council is not invulnerable. We can effect change. We regret the sacrifice of so many civilians, but it was necessary. The Empire cannot cover up this momentous event. Imperial intelligence cannot silence our call to arms.
Get to the point, you piece of filth. What is it you really want to say?
I doubt he has a coherent point to make.
Here it comes.
This is only the first step towards a better future. We have agents throughout the Empire preparing to strike again and again. We will not relent until our government chooses strength over weakness. unity over discord. We will continue to show the anger of the people. This is the Eagle. End transmission.
So, our enemy has a name. You think you can deal with that, Agent?
Name or not, he's dead either way.
I won't argue there. We've made mistakes today. We underestimated the Eagle. We were too slow to eliminate the dissidents. We assumed the Dark Temple was the sole terrorist target.
You mean you
performed
did?
Above and beyond expectations. You showed you can handle these people, and now you're going to show us the way forward.
Nice to know someone recognizes my skills.
For once, try to sound professional.
Yeah, shut
You are
up.
going to head our operation to dismantle the Eagle's network. You will locate and eliminate his terror cells through infiltration, manipulation, and assassination. I am assigning you a rank and designation as suits your new position. You no longer have a name. You will answer only to Cipher 9.
Why Cipher?
Cipher agents are faceless. They go wherever needed, become whoever is necessary to get the job done.
Congratulations, Cipher 9. You earned this.
Cipher 9, huh? Cute. But I think I'll keep calling you Agent.
With the rank comes certain privileges, including a degree of operational independence. You may recruit your own operatives, and you will be outfitted with a starship.
Already got one.
Watcher 2, you will remain Cipher 9's liaison to base. I assume that won't be a problem.
No problem, sir. Glad to stay a part of this operation.
Good. Begin analyzing all reports on recent dissident activity. I want a list of possible terror cell locations within the hour. The Eagle says he's got agents around the galaxy. Assuming he's telling the truth, you're going to be doing some traveling.
There are worse fates than seeing a few new planets.
Indeed. Your starship is at the spaceport. It's been refit and removed from public record. Watcher 2 will upload likely activity centers for the Eagle and his network. Proceed to your targets as you see fit.
The cells will be eliminated, along with the Eagle.
Be careful of these people, Cipher. Destroying the Dominator was no mean feat. Killing Darth Jadus was nearly unthinkable. But this is our job. Do whatever is required. And good luck.
Alright, and I get a new rifle. Yay, what does that look like? That is ugly. Well, I'll accept it. Yay, let's go see my ship that I already have. But getting back, yeah, it was... And of course she wants to speak to me in private. Which, yeah, that's usually what to do the first time, after you get your first ship anyway. But yeah, I kind of knew the hospital in and out at that point. And I got an email from somebody. Check that out too. I'm gonna run the walls first. And I'm almost at an hour playing today. Well, I kind of called it though. I figured I'd get to the end of this. Okay, let's check out the email first. Status of surrender. Okay. Related to team members operating debris for the department in Cal City. Your questioning view to Potter says 2 months recovery time. I only smacked her a couple times. Psychological damage is more severe, of course. Now, if you guys would just make sure to do your job in intelligence,
medical attention?
We wouldn't have these issues well. Now, would we?
Destination?
Now I'm going to spaceport. But yeah, again, the hospital was, like I said, they went ahead and did some remodeling after our kid was born a couple years later. Actually, they were in the middle of remodeling. They were getting ready to remodel over there. It took them a couple of years to finish it up, so I still know most of the place. But it was kind of, yeah, I knew, okay, what time of night is it? What time of the day is it? This where I can go. These are the bathrooms that work really well. These are the ones where you can get more privacy if you need them. Because even though there was, my wife was always like, just use the one in my room. Like, no, number one, you're not supposed, well, the nurse is like, you can if you want to, but No, you shouldn't. Oh, which, okay, reminds me. So, yeah, of course, being there the whole time, I parked my car, car's parked there. And one night, I guess when security people put a note, well, they did put a note on my car. And they filled out it was the wrong make, it was the right color, but wrong make and model. But basically saying, employees are not allowed to park in the parking lot, in the patient parking lot. Your car will be towed, and something wrong with, or no, I don't think they said it would be towed, but they put a note saying, do not park in here. And I brought up the nurse, my wife's nurse, and I was just laughing about, like, they got the make and model. Number one, not an employee. Number two, the make and model are totally wrong. Brought up my nurse, she goes, give me that letter. She goes, I know who I'm going to talk to. And she was visibly mad about it. She's like, this is not going to stand. Like, no, it's fine. I don't care. She's like, no, it's not fine. I am going to take care of this. You should not be doing this. Like, okay, you go for it. I'm not going to stand in your way. Yeah, never heard of what happened with that, but I'm assuming she took care of it. And another time, I'm standing, my wife's bedridden at this point. Do I get in a fight here, or am I just going to see my ship? It's a nice looking ship. Kind of looks like the one Darth Maul ended up in the Phantom Menace. It was kind of like his ship. Or that's what it reminds me of, at least. But yeah, so the doctor, my wife's bedridden. She can barely get up, but only she really needs to. Where am I going? So I'm in there, and just kind of bored, watching out the window, and doctor comes in for something else. He's talking to him, and all of a sudden, sees a person trying to park. You see the parking lot really well from the room, and we're like, okay, the person's trying to get in this parking spot, and it's not that difficult of a parking spot. They're just taking way too many tries. So we're like, okay, what do you think? It's like the first three, and like, okay, do we think we're gonna get it now, or is it gonna be 4? Is it gonna be 5? Or is it gonna be 6 or 10? I think it was like 8. Eventually they got to, but yeah, we're sitting there. My wife's like, I want to see. She goes, but I can't get out of bed, but I want to see. Like, don't worry about it. And yeah, it's kind of nice. My wife knew everybody there because she knows everybody. All right, do I have one of my conversations with Kayla today? Yeah, let's have the conversation with her now.
So we're clear. Imperial rations are nasty, and I lived on grubs and 2-credit wine for a year. They raise you on those things. No wonder you're a bunch of stiffs.
I'll request more variety in our supplies next time.
Not even a smile. Here's what I don't get. You got a little brass, you got a little style. You're not totally one of them. But you still play keeper's pet. Shoot all the right people when you could work for... whoever.
I get to lie, cheat, and murder, legally, and for profit.
I'll give you that, but you could do better. Me? I'm in long enough to lay low, pick up some cash, sort out some personal stuff you guys can help with. Then I'm gone.
Who knows? I show you a good time, you might change your mind.
You're fun, Agent, but you're not that fun.
No, that was kind of fun. All right, do I use my holo terminal now, or do I want to wait till next time? You know what? I am going to wait till next time. So this is it for today. What do I have on me? Inventory. I got my jacket, and I got my... Yep. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you always for watching, and hopefully better news next time.